In previous lessons, we have talked about finding the area of shapes. For example, a circle, a semicircle, a square, a rectangle, a trapezoid, and a parallelogram. Today, we're going to use those same formulas to find the area of a composite figure. And in tomorrow's lesson, we are going to use them to find the area of shaded regions. First, we need to define some vocabulary. A composite figure is made up of two or more shapes. So you can see in this example that this shape is made up of a parallelogram and a rectangle. This composite figure is made up of a triangle and a trapezoid. In order to find the area of a composite figure, we're going to decompose the figure into shapes with areas you know. Then we're going to find the sum of these areas. So in our first example, we have a semicircle and triangle. We have defined the area of a semicircle to be the formula A equals half of pi r squared. We can use what we're given to substitute what we know into the formula. In this case, we're given the diameter, and we know that the diameter is 2 times the radius. Since our radius is 6, or since our diameter is 6, our radius can be found by solving for r. We divide both sides by 2, and we know that our radius is 3. When subbing that back into our formula, we have A equals 1/2 of pi 3 squared. We're going to use our order of operations to solve this in our calculators. We know that 3 squared is equal to 9 times pi times 1/2. When we type this into our calculator, we find that the area is 14.1. And that is our semicircle. However, we still need to find the area of our triangle. We know that the formula of a triangle is 1/2 of base times height. Again, we're going to substitute what we know into our formula. Remember, our height is our standing tall. So our height of our triangle is 6, our base is 11, and we're going to take that times 1/2. If we wanted to do this in our head instead of using a calculator, we could take 6 times 11, which is 66, and then divide that by 2, and we get the area is equal to 33. Again, we can use our calculator to calculate that if we want to check. So now that we found the area of our semicircle and the area of our triangle, we're going to take the sum of these two to find the total area, because remember, a key word is total. So to solve completely, we'll take 14.1 plus 33. And you can see that our total area is 47.1 units. Actually, this is meters, sorry, meters squared. Remember, when we're measuring an area, we always measure in square units. All right, in our next example, we have a miniature golf hole is composed of a trapezoid and a parallelogram. How many square feet of the turf does the hole cover? So we've been told that we have a trapezoid and a parallelogram. You can see that our trapezoid, I'm going to highlight that in blue. This is our trapezoid right here. And then our parallelogram I will highlight in. highlight in red. So again, to find the area of a composite figure, you're going to find the area of each individual shape and then find the sum of the two areas. Let's first find our area of a trapezoid. To find the area of a trapezoid, we're going to use our formula. Area equals 1/2 of height to the sum of base 1 plus base 2. Okay, remember our base are our two parallel sides. So our bases in this case is 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 in parentheses. Take that times our height, which is our right angle right here. 3 times 1/2 should give us our area of our trapezoid. Again, we're going to do orders of operation. So parentheses first, 2 plus 3 is 5, times 3 times 1/2. 3 times 5 is 15. Take 1/2 of that, and you should get 7.5. So our area is equal to 7.5 feet for our trapezoid. Now we're going to find the area of our parallelogram using the formula A equals base times height. Okay, when we are finding our base of our parallelogram, we can see that this is our base, it is the long side, so that is 6. Our height, however, has to have a right angle, so you can see they've drawn in this dotted line right here to make our right angle, and our height of our shape is 2.5 feet. Then we're going to solve by taking 6 times 2.5. If you do this on your head, you could take 2 times 6, which is 12, and 2 times 1/2, which is 3. Sorry, 6 times 1/2, which is 3. So you can also type it in your calculator and you get the area of 15. So now we found the area of our parallelogram and the area of our trapezoid. If you can see in this shape, then to find the total of it, again, total means the sum. We're going to add our two areas together. So we'll take 7.5 and we'll add it to 15. 7 plus 5 is 12, carry the 1, 2. So our area of our miniature golf hole is 22.5 feet squared. All right, I'm going to do one more example for us. So this one, the back of a doghouse, is composed of a square and a triangle. You can see our square is down here in blue, and our triangle will be our green. We need to figure out how much wood is needed for the back of the doghouse to the nearest 1/10 of a square foot. So again, it's a composite shape, so we're going to find the individual areas of each figure and then add them together. So first, let's find the area of our square. Since it is told that it is a square, we know that both the base and height are the same. So our area for a square is going to be base times height, or we've also said that it's just side squared. So we have 2.5 times 2.5, and that will give us an area of 6.25. All right, now we need to find the area of our triangle. Again, we're going to use the formula for area of a triangle, which is A equals 1/2 of base times height. We are given the base in this case because, again, if this side length is 2.5 in a square, this side length also has to be 2.5 in a square. So we'll have 1/2 times 2.5 times our height. Our height is going to be drawn in right here where it makes a right angle. However, we're not given that and we need to find it. We are going to find that by taking this whole side length is 4 feet and then this partial side length is 2.5. So if we subtract 4 minus 2.5, we should get what this little area right here is, or the height of our triangle. So when we take 4 minus 2.5, we get 1.5. So now we know that this is 1.5 feet. So our height we will substitute in as 1.5. We can type this into our calculator to solve. So 1.5 times 2.5 times by 1/2. And you get the area of 1.875. So now we found the area of our triangle, and we found the area of our square. So to find the area of our composite shape, we are going to add them together. So 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 plus 7 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 8 is 11, 1 plus 6 is 7, plus another 1 is 8. So we get 8.125 feet squared. However, that's not our final answer because our question asked us to round it to the nearest 10. Our tens place is one place past the decimal, which means we need to look at the 2. The 2 tells the 1 to stay the same, so our final area is going to be 8.1 feet squared. That is how much wood we will need to find the area of the back of the doghouse.